Frank Miller returns, it's a battle of the gods. Superman, Bruce Wayne, pockets full of wads. The Dark Knight in his habitat, Jason with the rat-a-tat. Clark Kent possessed the laser attack. Katana's on a dead back, pool full of blood, gang banging on the flood. Blips stay superior, Hydro Man remains inferior. Universal Cruise with a silver exterior. Red skull pinned on the chest, got a black mask. Hail Hydra. Harley Quinn, girl, I love when I'm inside ya. Agent Carter's up next, Central Time, bruh.
Episode 5, Disrupt Education coming your way. Dan Bevan with us.
How's it going, everyone?
Runner of 24-hour devs. He's got web development, making it happen.
Yep.
All right, man. Tell us your journey. You were a student at Oak Park River Forest High School.
Yep.
Did a whole lot in business.
Well, I mean, let's go before that. Before senior year, no business, no nothing. Just playing basketball, getting C's.
Not really,
sometimes.
Not really a good basketball player, but
you gotta play sometime.
All right.
Anyway, so then senior year, got your class, small business management. And then from there, I kind of just started finding a passion for really creating, organizing, and just, really being a business owner, so to say. And then from there, just branching out, finding guys like Gary Vee, finding guys like Eric Thomas, et cetera, and 2-3 years later, now I'm building websites, making a good amount of money, almost good enough to leave the house. And
yeah, you're in there though, right?
Yeah, getting there definitely.
After high school,
nobody
knows their path. You started. How did you get to where you are?
Well. So I wasn't going to go to college. Well, I didn't want to go to college,
right.
But my parents kept going. So I went to DePaul for, I don't even know
I think it was like 3 weeks.
We'll go a little bit higher. We'll say 6 weeks.
Okay.
We'll say 6 weeks. It sounds good. Then I was like, no, after that. I just couldn't take it. Like literally mentally, I just can't really get in that space and thrive. I can't really think about the grades, which is all college. Just to pass. It's like, skip that. And the summer before, I was just doing catering.
Right.
So you remember that. And so that was a great path that I was doing. And I said, okay, I'm going to do that for the summer. And then we started BinnerPro, which is a startup I did with Derek, who you saw in the previous episode, and Kelvin.
Yep. And
we did that for about a year and a half, 2 years or so. Just trying to start that up. And it was going places, but then at the end of the day, I'm 20 now. They were 20-ish, but we had to worry about our financial situation, so we had to figure out, okay, how do we make money now so we can do BinnerPro and other things in the future.
Right.
And that's where the developing sites came in, because I was building BinnerPro.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm getting pretty good at this stuff. I might as well build it for other people.
Right.
So now I'm charging a good amount, getting a good amount of clients in, and it's going well.
Several sites out there. Our producer, Seth Medalla, has got that going on. Did his side, doing some other sites for some other groups around Oak Park, River Forest, Chicago area. California.
Oh,
are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Across. Where's the
Toronto?
Yeah,
just got that one recently.
Make sure they pay you in a dollar. Actually,
just dollar.
I just the Canadian.
No,
dollars.
I don't know.
But I will tell you though, that's cool. Like, so how do you meet these people? How do they find you?
Oh, I'm using software called Bubble, Bubble.is. Basically, it's a Weebly, a Wix, a Squarespace times 10.
Yeah.
So you can build a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram like site, as simple as it is to build a basic site for a business or a personal brand.
Okay.
So from there, they have a forum where people are like, oh, okay, I need this site built, that site built, and I just jump in there all the time.
Yeah.
Once in a while you get lucky. At least at the start, I'm good now. I don't get constant clients now. But at the start, I was like, okay, should I charge them $10 an hour? Like, I don't know. Like, I just want to get a client, But from there, it's really been going crazy with the forums, and that's the thing. Like right now, I'm really focusing on getting dollars right now, short-term dollars.
Right.
So when I expand and I'm like, okay, I'm not really worrying about that stuff, that's when the true marketing and branding comes in.
Okay.
And now it's just gonna be automatic, and I won't have to worry about it. So for right now, it's the second I have a client, I'm working. Haven't really done anything on YouTube yet, which I will do very, very soon.
Okay.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc.
Yeah, good stuff. We'll hit the subscribe button on you when you get there, man.
Yep.
So, high school, you were different. In a good way, in my opinion. But different, like, not working for the grade. Like, you were all about, like, the passion, this is what I want to do about the learning.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
I've never, ever been the type to care about grades. Even though I was always solid, math, pretty good. But it's just, I couldn't get motivated about it. Because the only reason I get motivated is so my parents wouldn't get mad. Or spank my butt when I was younger.
Yeah.
But once that's gone, you're like, why am I really learning this? And I'm thinking about science now. Like, I love some stuff. I'm researching with science and all that stuff. Why couldn't I understand that was important stuff in sophomore year? Because the teachers didn't tell you why we were doing this. They just taught you it.
Yeah,
It was almost like they were teaching you to become teachers.
Right.
And it's, that. So,
why am I doing that?
Exactly. So unfortunately, a lot of those years in classes and minutes, if you add them up, all up, it's crazy. They're just kind of wasted.
Yeah.
But when it comes to business, and obviously your class, you don't really care about the grade either, so it made it a lot easier to adapt to that. But again, I was already in that mindset, like, and I was always the type of guy, like, if I knew I was going to get an F, I'd rather take the F than cheat and get an A. I was always the type of guy, because there's no real value in, again, I'm not a short-term thinker. I think, besides what I just said before about getting money. But,
well, I mean, you have to have the vision. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so that was kind of how I adapted.
So, like, working with school and how it's changing, I mean, with college, the costs.
Mission U.
Well, shout out to Mission U there. Just like, how would you change it in high school? What are some of the things that worked for you? I mean, you mentioned like some of the business courses.
Yeah.
Well, would there be something like in science now that going back?
Well, it's simple. You just take the structure of the business classes and you just implement them into a science, a reading, a math, a history. It's that simple. Just not worry about the grade. Focus on what people actually want to learn. Tell them why they're learning it. I mean, that's where you're going to get, like, that could happen today. Right. Obviously, there's huge ideas for this and that, but you do that today and you're going to get kids engaged right away. Or you're going to get them non-engaged, which is also good, because it's like, it shows them, okay, they actually don't want to learn this, pass them to another class.
Right. I think one of the problems on that point, you made a good point, is if we have a student who is not good at something, we give them more.
Exactly.
That
doesn't make sense at all.
Right.
Strange.
I know, right?
It's like,
you stink at this, we're going to push you more.
We're going to make sure that you really stink now. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So,
that's
I mean, there's a million problems wrong with the education system as a whole.
Right.
But the great thing is businesses kind of changed the education system a little bit.
Yeah.
So you look at the patterns of businesses now. Seb, who's behind the camera, if he's, if he has clients all day, every day, he doesn't need to go to school for that. He can just go to a company and say, hey, hire me. I've done X, Y, and Z.
True.
And that cuts out $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 plus the 4 years.
Right.
And, it's done like that. So education is really, it's almost cutting out the middleman at this point. That's why colleges are kind of like, they're so focused on the degree. They're kind of, that's almost a marketing tool.
Right.
Even though it's not really the value. So
now it's, I think, like you said, people are looking more at what really is the value.
Exactly.
So, and then, which is a changer, it's a game changer. I think, why are you taking classes, right? There's value in
or why are you taking classes that cost so much when you could go online and have the best people in the world teach you this stuff?
Right.
Yeah, okay, it might be, $50 a course? What's that compared to $500, for some semester that,
Right.
It's just like, it's just math at that point. But again, the parents are programmed, the kids are programmed, and they think, okay, we have to go this way, which is fine.
I mean, it works for some, but yeah. So let me just finish up by asking you a question about if you knew a high school student who was disengaged in the high school, right? 8 periods a day, running around like crazy. Going to the bathroom all the time, getting out of class. We know what happens, right?
That was me, baby.
What would you tell them? What kind of advice would you give them right now?
First off, I wouldn't tell them anything about school. I wouldn't even mention that, because that's clearly not what they're or what they want.
Right.
I just say figure out like, okay, what are your interests, and then from there, what are you willing to do to make those interests goals or career paths, and then from there, how are you going to execute it? Is school a factor in that? If not, get by. I mean, it's that simple. I'm not trying to make anyone who's a D student an A student. I don't care.
Right.
You know, I only care about how really the second they don't need school anymore.
Yeah.
What are they going to do about it?
Right. And how do they use the existing system to
Their advantage.
their
Exactly.
advantage?
I mean,
Nice.
so that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Dan Bevan, Disrupt Education.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I would be wearing the Disrupt shirt, but
Yeah, right. But you knew I was wearing it, so. Coming at you, look them up, 24hourdevs.com.
devs.com. Put it right here.
Yeah, it'll be right there, I think. So stay tuned for, we got some new things coming up this year. It's a whole new game. I'm sitting in a room that we changed for educational purposes.
I'm the first one in the room.
You are the first one, man. So we got a lot more coming. Thanks to Seb Medalla, sebmedalla.com, making it happen on the camera and follow it up. So,
Yep.
all right, until next time, man. Keep disrupting.
Frank Miller returns, it's a battle of the gods. Superman, Bruce Wayne, pockets full of wads. The Dark Knight in his habitat, Jason with the rat-a-tat. Clark Kent possessed the laser attack. Katana's on a dead back, pool full of blood, gang banging on the flood. Blips stay superior, Hydro Man remains inferior. Universal Cruise with a silver exterior. Red skull pinned on the chest, got a black mask. Hail Hydra, Harley Quinn, girl, I love when I'm inside ya. Agent Carter's up.